think I'm in frame. Let's do a full face of e.l.f. I just saw Taylor Wen do a full video or a full face of e.l.f. and I thought, man, I feel like I have enough makeup to be able to do that. Oh, I absolutely do. And there's stuff that I found in my drawers that I had forgotten I had. So I'm gonna start with primer. I bought this because I wanted the dew part of it. Really kind of speaks to me. I like anything glowy. So I got this. Oh, there's some eyelashes on there. That's good. But I got this kind of hoping for it to be super dewy and glowy. It's very sticky, and I think that works really well if you wear foundation, which I don't. I think because of that, it's not my favorite. But I mean, you can see it is sticky. In terms of like dew, I don't think it doesn't make me look super dewy. I think there's other ones. Honestly, their Woe Glow SPF primer I think has a lot more glow to it than this does. I have their liquid contour. It reminds me a lot of the Rare Beauty one. I have a deeper shade of their Halo Glow liquid filter, and I'll use this as a bronzer, just a liquid kind of contour. I have it in the shade 4 medium, and it's a good kind of neutral color, but it gives me, again, a glow, and it does kind of give me a hint of a shape to my face that I like. So I'll use this when I want kind of a glowy primer look. And you can definitely tell a difference. I can just feel a difference right now trying to blend this out because I haven't used that Jelly Pop primer in a while. And you can for sure feel a difference blending this out on top of that Jelly Pop primer versus when I just use like my conventional SPF as a primer, which is usually what I do. I don't tend to go for like Jelly Pop primers like this, or like, you know, long wear kind of primers, because I don't think they do a whole lot in terms of keeping my makeup on, and I don't wear a foundation, and I don't notice an issue with staying power with my just plain SPF skincare. Now for blush, e.l.f. has so many blush options. My favorite right now is this Camo liquid blush in the shade Bold Face Lilac. I love this color. I'm obsessed with this kind of purpley pink color at the moment. I'm putting on entirely too much. I forgot how pigmented this is. But this is the kind of purpley pink color of my dreams. And I'm using a kind of pinky eyeshadow palette that I think will go really well with this. And again, I can feel a difference in the way that this is blending out over that Jelly Pop primer. It's a lot stickier trying to blend it out. I'm gonna come back to highlight because I'm gonna use the Liquid Glow, but I'll use that after I do concealer. Now e.l.f. does have an eyeshadow primer. I'm just gonna use my concealer, and I just bought this again. I've used their conventional Camo concealer, and it's very drying. On my crusty under eyes, it's very drying, and it's not the most flattering. And I actually asked my neighbor, because I thought, wow, her concealer looks lovely on her skin, what she was using, and it looked really smoothing. And she said it's the Hydrating Camo, which I know I've used this before, but I did not remember enjoying it a lot. But I've repurchased it since she told me she liked it so much, and I'm actually really enjoying it. Now, you can't read this. My kids put a sticker on it. But it's the Halo Glow Loose Setting Powder, and I have it in this shade Light Pink. I don't think they make this color anymore, honestly. But it's a lovely setting powder, both to kind of set for my eye, setting a primer for my eyes, and then also setting concealer, because it's not too heavy, but it's also not one that kind of pulls coverage away, which I enjoy. Now for eyeshadow palettes. There are so many eyeshadow palettes that e.l.f. has. I just did a video with the Keep It Ethereal palette, the dupe for the Makeup by Mario one. And then I've also done a video with the Quad. I can't remember what the name of the one is, but it's got the kind of dark, the black, the deep brown, kind of a light brown, and then a really, really, really metallic color. So I thought I'd use a different one. It's the Rose Gold Nude in there. I think this is their 10-pound palette. I can count this, but it's just a pretty pink, kind of basic pink, and it's got everything you'd want. I'm gonna use, sorry, I'm using this color. I'm hearing things. I'm gonna go in, it's kind of a like sheeny dark, but I'm gonna go in with that one. Just to add a bit of definition to the outer corner. All right, I'm gonna go in with this one and this one. Okay, so I will go in now with the camo, the hydrating camo. I have mine in the shade Fair Beige. And I have done way too much. Since I have been reusing this, I am honestly so impressed with this. I feel like it has amazing coverage. It's not too heavy, and it does honestly do a good job of kind of blurring. I don't feel like my under eyes look too horribly heavy when I'm wearing this. My hairs. All right, now I'm gonna go in with the Halo Glow Liquid Highlighter, and I have it in the shade 1. And I'll just do a little bit, kind of right in there, and then blend it with that same brush I used for the blush, so that it will blend the two colors together. And that just kind of gives me the kind of healthy sheen, oh gross, that I love, and it stays pretty well throughout the day. It just looks healthy and glowy and natural, and it blends in really well with that concealer. And clean up that edge just a little bit. Okay, now I'm gonna set my under eyes. I'm pretty much out of this. I have another color of it. I just haven't wanted to break it out and use it because it's not this light pink. I don't know if they make the light pink color anymore. But I love it because it doesn't look super heavy, and it really does make your under eyes look, for me, I feel like it doesn't take away coverage, which there's a lot of loose setting powders that I've used that the majority of loose setting powders I feel like take away coverage and make my under eyes look super dark, and then still you look like you have a ton of product on still. So not my favorite. I always love to highlight my inner corner. I have a Juvia's Place one that I use every single day. I do have this other, honestly, their shimmer highlighting powder. I don't know if they still make this, but I've had it for a long time. I dropped one once. I loved this in the like super highlighty days in like 2018, and I dropped one and it shattered, so I had to go buy another one. But I can remember dragging my kids, we were visiting my parents in Noonan, and I remember dragging my kids over to Target so I could go pick up another one of these. But it's a very glowy highlighter, kind of in the same vein as the Juvia's Place one, where it's extraordinarily glowy to the point where I don't love it for my like highlighting my cheekbones because it's just too intense, and it highlights what I don't want highlighted. I'm having some texture issues. Okay, now setting spray. I've used the coconut one before, and I will say that Coconut Glow one smells and does the exact same glow to my skin as the ABH. They're the dewy one and the super glittery packaging. It looks exactly the same and smells exactly the same on my skin as the e.l.f. Coconut Glow setting powder. I do have this Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray. I don't know that it does a whole lot in terms of keeping makeup on long, and I really don't notice too much of a difference in terms of glow, but I like it. It has a very fine spray, and it really doesn't leave your skin feeling super wet. I left my fan upstairs. Now, the one thing I really am lacking in terms of e.l.f. products is eyeliners. I've never really tried eyeliners that I've loved. I don't know that I've ever actually really tried any of their eyeliners. I have my favorites that I always go with. I love the Wet n Wild, the Breakup Proof Skinny for like winged eyeliner, and then the Essence Stay and Play eyeliners are fantastic, and they are super cheap. I need to kind of branch out and try some e.l.f. eyeliners. But in terms of mascara, my favorite drugstore tubing mascara is this e.l.f. one. I've been very vocal about my love for this. And this one I feel like builds up really well and really quick. I don't feel like I have to do as many coats of this, probably because it's tubing, so it starts drying and then it builds up on itself really well. But I like this one a lot because it's a quick. I've had this one a while. It's kind of on its way out. Okay, now lip products. Hang on, I gotta grab this out of my work bag. So what I like doing is, I don't know if you're supposed to do this, but I love using this lilac color of blush, and I'll use it as a lip. So I'll just kind of rub it on, and then use these lip balm, Glow Reviver Melting Lip Balms. They're so good. I keep seeing people not loving them and saying they like the lip oils better. I don't love the lip oils as much as I like these. I feel like they stay on really well. They have a ton of pigment. But yeah, I love these. So I'm one of the few that likes these apparently, but I love this one, and I love the coconut one. I have the strawberry one. One other thing, I did not do my eyebrows. So for years now, I've just been using the NYX, what's that? The brow pen, where it's just the kind of brush tip pen. And then recently, for whatever reason, I thought, oh, I'm gonna try using this Ultra Precise, pull this guy back out, the Ultra Precise brow pencil, and I can't put it down. I've gone through an entire one. This is literally the last little bit of it, and I have another one coming, but this has, I went legitimately years without using a brow pencil because I was using that NYX brow pen. And this, I feel like, just goes on so easily. It has a good shade. Yeah, I like it. I don't have any brow gels that are e.l.f. So I just used my normal, I'm back on the Ardell brow gel. That stuff is literally, I saw Manny MUA use it and referred to it as, he thought, because it was so strong, he mused that it was eyebrow glue. Which then immediately made me want to try it, because I feel like the majority of the brow products that I've tried, the brow gels, they just fall straight down. So anyway, I have that on, and so there's that. Kind of a funky order to do my brows, but that's it. That is a full face of e.l.f. What are your favorite e.l.f. products? There's other e.l.f. products that have been around that have been discontinued and are very disappointing. There's a shadow pot that they used to have that I loved. There's some other ones, and of course I'm blanking on them now, but e.l.f. has been around for a long time. They used to be they're still affordable, but they used to be, you know, they had the $1 line and then the $3 line, which the black products were the $3 ones, and now, you know, these are $14 a piece, so they certainly have gone up in price. Their quality certainly has gone up quite a bit, and just the fact that they are able to provide makeup that is very obviously a dupe to very expensive options, making it more accessible to people, I think is awesome. So yeah, it's e.l.f. is a good one, and honestly I did not realize that I legitimately had a full face upstairs. So yeah, let me know your thoughts, like, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.